No exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined Gallup there.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Packers 0.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially. At the 21. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now a throw here to his running back. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now it's Wilson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. These two teams all tied after one. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll throw again. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 3-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now whistles here. Flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Here we go. I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Elliott. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Prescott yet again. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Rodgers on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run now with Dillon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
They're going to try and run. And he will not get there as the try for 2 is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The return man, Wilson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Prescott on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that will will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Elliott. And this time he is in. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Rodgers on the return.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Throwing on second and 8. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now it's Wilson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On play action, it's Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Next score, Packers 28, Cowboys 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Prescott looks to throw on first. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
51 to Mike, boys. 51. Let's go, baby. Big turnover. Get that ball.
1st down, Prescott. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. To throw, Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Here's Prescott. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field.
Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now Dak. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
You know what? Why don't you just
10.
start over?
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now Pollard. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.